Welcome back, dear students. Today's guest is Dr. Shravya. The very talented Dr. Shravya has got All India rank of 3 in NEET SS 2025. This is a big news, Dr. Shravya. You must be very proud of yourself. Many congratulations on this.
Thank you, ma'am.
So this interview, cutting to the chase, this interview is for you to discuss with us your strategy for preparing for NEET SS so that we help the juniors. Because very often I get a lot of messages which I want you toppers to answer to the juniors. So
Okay.
let's start with where you have done your UG and PG from, and when did you finish your PG?
Okay, ma'am. I did my MBBS from Kamneni Institute of Medical Sciences, Narketpalli, ma'am. I did my PG from Usmania Medical College, Hyderabad. I did my senior residency also from the same institute. I finished my senior residency in 2023, ma'am.
Okay. So when did you decide that you are going to do super specialty?
During my senior residency, actually, I wanted to study and prepare for the exam, but when I checked, there was a INISSET notification and there was one seat, ma'am. So I felt maybe it's not possible. So I didn't prepare during my senior residency. But once my senior residency is done in September 2023, there was NEET SS in 20 days, ma'am. So I just applied for the exam and I gave the exam with 20 days of preparation. I got rank 161. That's when I thought that I can do this.
Okay. So since then you have been preparing?
No, ma'am. I started my preparation from April 2024, ma'am.
Okay, recently only you started preparing.
Yes, ma'am.
So before that, let's go back to your PG days. Were you into reading books, or the life was very busy that you couldn't touch books?
In the first year, I did not touch the books, ma'am.
Same for us.
But from the second year, whenever there were case presentations and we had weekly one classes, ma'am, during our PG ship.
Okay,
So I used to prepare from the standard textbooks. And during my second year and third year only, I read Williams Gynecology, Williams Orbs, and Berwick and Novak's, ma'am. So I had all the notes of all the chapters, ma'am, handmade notes. So I prepared from those notes for my PG final exams, ma'am.
Right. So this is one advice to all the postgraduates. Now is not your MBBS days that you finish, just preparing for the exam from small books, small LinkedIn author books. You have to read big books during your PG exam because there is time. No, there is second year, there's third year. Even if you start in second year, you will be able to read the books. By the time exam comes, then maybe you find a resource which is shorter, which you can finish faster. But don't skip the big books in post graduation. A lot of people who have got very good ranks have done it without the books, but it helps you to become a good doctor later in life if you have read those, and that's the time when you can read. Otherwise you can't read it while preparing or after you're doing MCH. So read, use your PG times, and like all the toppers nowadays, I hear a lot of people saying that we read in our PG times. The trend is changing. People are reading during their post graduations.
Yes, ma'am.
It's nice that you were one of them who used to read during their post-graduation days.
Even during senior residency, I was supposed to take classes for interns and postgraduate students. So I had to sit and prepare from those books and teach them.
Right. So always keep reading. You never know what might come next, which exam you might want to prepare. So it helps you when
Yes,
you. So since April that you have been preparing, 2024, what were your sources of preparation?
So in April, I actually wrote INISSET, ma'am. I got qualified. I only read Berwick Hacker and FIGO guidelines, ma'am, then. But I was not selected for interview. I was figuring out what more I should be reading. So actually, from May to July, to be honest, I did not read anything, ma'am. In July, I went through the videos of interviews of the toppers, ma'am. From there, I picked up that everyone is preparing from Reproneet. So in September, I subscribed to Reproneet, ma'am, 2024. Once I subscribed to Reproneet, I could find everything here, ma'am. Like I could find ESCO, NCCN, Berwick Hacker, all the guide, everything, all at one place, ma'am. So from September, it's only Reproneet, ma'am.
That's so nice.
So I prepared from your notes, ma'am. I gave October INISSET. Then I got CML6 and CML3 and AML6.
Okay, so you went to stage 2, you went qualified stage 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Which field?
Gyne-onco, ma'am.
Gyne-onco.
Yes,
but the seats were few this time.
Yes, ma'am. I was
Okay,
hopeful that there were 3 seats. I was hopeful that I will get, there were one from Jipmer, one from AIMS Delhi, and one from Rishikesh. The mistake I did was after the interview, I was hopeful that I will get into it, and I stopped preparing, ma'am.
Okay.
Because of some court case, there was delay, and we got results in December end.
And
So
then you realize that you'll have to prepare for NEET SS just because
yeah,
of one rank.
yeah,
So
I
this
lost
happens
it.
in NESS. You cannot rely on NESS. There are very few seats. You realize that until and unless you have a college allotted, you can really not rely on any result.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So since December, you started preparing again.
December end, we got the results, ma'am. I was upset the entire first week, second week of Jan. So from second half of Jan, I started preparing, ma'am.
Okay. So in this last 6 months of preparation, how many hours would you devote to reading?
10 to 12 hours, ma'am.
Okay, so you were very, firm on the decision that I have to clear this exam. I'm going to sit and prepare for the exam.
Yes, ma'am.
And 10 to 12 hours. So that's a
Yes,
lot of
ma'am.
hours to put in for, and then you have got ranks also. So it paid well that you gave in so much effort. What were your sources for these 10 to 12 hours?
After the INISSET, I understood, ma'am, what were my weaker topics.
Okay.
So I made a list of that, ma'am. Reproductive medicine, I'm very poor at, ma'am. So I made a list of this. Entire reproductive medicine, the basic and the advanced, I did from Reproneet, ma'am. I took a dedicated 1 month until FET exam for reproductive medicine, so that I can give the exam. Also, I can finish this topics. So it's completely Reproneet and guidelines, ma'am. The guidelines which you mentioned, that go through these guidelines, and which you have already uploaded in the app, those, ma'am.
Yes, I try to upload those. So Reproneet is good enough to get a rank like yours.
Yes, ma'am, 100%.
What happens is people rely on a lot of sources, and in the end, they're not able to complete any one source. So it's better to stick to one source which is reliable and finish it.
Yes, ma'am.
Isn't it? Any tip that you would want to give to the students who are preparing for the next exam?
Currently, you have started something really great, ma'am. That
The weekly tests.
weekly tests, yes, ma'am. I felt that is so nice, ma'am. Like you will know the fellows who are competing with you. After the exam, you get the results in the mail. You will know what is your position.
Yes.
So I think if we follow that, it would be of great help, ma'am.
But the students are very lazy. Very few students attempt the exams. They wait for the exam to get over and then they'll open the questions. So that
Yes,
their
ma'am.
result doesn't flash in the. It takes confidence to be able to to show it to people how your preparation is.
Yes, ma'am.
A
That
lot
is
of
true, ma'am.
people are skipping those weekly tests and taking it afterwards because that exam will be available afterwards also.
Yes, ma'am. But when we give the
Required.
exam on the day it was conducted, we will know where exactly we stand.
Yes, the ranking. The whole purpose is to see your ranking.
Yes, ma'am.
And it's not that I'm taking grand test of all syllabus. I'm giving you 3 chapters and I'm taking 3 chapters tests.
That is so nice, ma'am. Because when I was preparing, I didn't know how to start.
Yes, a
What
timetable
to
and all. Yes,
read.
I realized from the last batch only that consistency is important.
Yes,
And if
ma'am.
there is a weekly test, people will be consistent.
Yes, ma'am. And then when you're working, whenever you get time, you will know that this is the topic I'm supposed to read and finish off before the test happens.
Timetable can be made accordingly.
Yes, ma'am. So I personally made a schedule of my own, ma'am. And by February, I had notes of all the topics, ma'am. So I know my weaker topics.
Did
So
you
I
make
focus.
notes of the entire PDFs that I have uploaded?
Not entire
Not
PDFs, ma'am.
entirely. It's not required also. A lot of students want printed notes. So that's why I'm asking you. It's not important to make all the notes. You can read
Only
from the
oncology, ma'am. I made notes of every
oncology.
topic in oncology.
Okay.
And reproductive medicine also, ma'am. Because I felt it is very volatile for me.
Yes.
So that I made the small notes so that if I read one topic today, the next day I used to revise the previous topic and today's topic. So I kept doing that, ma'am. Because there were more number of numericals, number-based questions. So a lot of memory was needed in reproductive medicine.
Yes. Reproductive medicine is otherwise easy. If a student has, prepared from a long time, it becomes easy. You had to prepare in 1 month. So it was a
Yes, ma'am.
challenge for you.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
were always interested in onco. This happens with
Yes,
onco.
ma'am.
They don't like reproductive medicine a lot. So they have to finish it in last 1 month.
Yes, ma'am.
But still, you've done a very great job. Your rank says it all. I'm very proud of you. So we were talking about the tips, and you said that students should take the weekly tests.
Yes, ma'am. and attend the live classes, ma'am, because I used to attend whenever your 6 a.m. class
Okay,
was there or 11 p.m. class was there. And
very
I was
few
the
people
one
attend
with
live
that
class.
number, ma'am, not the name. So
Okay.
I used to ask you questions in the class.
All right. That's okay. I get irritated sometimes with the questions, but then.
So your doubts will get solved in the live class itself.
Yes, you send me that, at least stays in my mind. I get irritated because it is, see, PG is preparing for SS will not ask me simple question. What is active what is active management of third stage of labor? They'll ask me something which is not there anywhere, which is tricky. So I get a little, I'm speechless that what to say for this question. And I need time to find the answer.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I can't tell you what is there in my head. I have to back it with some references.
Yes, ma'am.
You have to answer in an exam. That is why that question stays in my mind, and then one day or the other, I'll clear your doubt.
Yes, ma'am. So I attended all your live classes, ma'am, and then the questions which other students ask in the group and you clarify
Yes.
those. And
The
I
group
always
was an asset till last year, till the spammer came, and now it's not very active.
yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. And I would do the topic-wise questions, ma'am, next to the topic. And even while revising, I would again go through the questions, ma'am. What question I made wrong the last time? Then I did all the chapter-wise questions and the grant tests which were there in the app, and also recalls, ma'am. Recalls is very important.
Very important, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
You get an idea what kind of questions will come. All the recalls are there. All SS exam, post PG exam recalls are there.
Yes, ma'am.
All the
Yes.
exams are important. Even if you're preparing for NESS, PDCET is important.
Yes, ma'am.
To see all the recalls.
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. It was very nice to have you over. Where have you joined before we end? Where have you